Hi everyone, it's Lucia.
And Neil from Big Science, back with another science experiment for you all to try at home. Today we're going to try and balance a bottle of water off the edge of a table using only 3 cocktail sticks. Now to do this experiment, what you're going to need is a plastic bottle that you're going to fill full of water, 3 cocktail sticks, some string or a shoelace and a table. So the first thing you need to do is you need to measure your string and cut it to length. Now, you need to go from the top of the table to the floor. You want your bottle to hang about halfway. You need to have room for your bottle to hang. So what you do is you take your string and you think about a point, about there would be great, and it needs to be double that length because the string is going to have to hang like that with the bottle hanging from there. And then when you're happy, if you hold that for me, you get halfway down and you tie a nice knot around the neck of the bottle and you do it into a double knot like that, nice and tight, so it can now hang from the table. Happy?
Yeah.
And the next thing we need to do is we need to tie another knot at the top here, a nice double knot again, so just like that, nice double, might even do a triple, do you think?
Yeah.
So we've got a nice knot on the top here, and now we've got something to try and hang our bottle from the table. So what we're going to try and do with our bottle on a string is we're going to try and hang it from a cocktail stick, but we're going to try and use 3 cocktail sticks. But just before we show you how to do that, we're going to just show you that it sounds a bit hard, it sounds almost impossible. If you just hold the cocktail stick at the end, and I hang this bottle there, and if you just keep hold of that, you can see that the bottle is hanging from the table because Lucia's weight is pushing down on the cocktail stick. But if she leaves go, the bottle falls to the floor. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and use a full bottle of water. This is empty. We're going to fill this bottle full of water so it'll be even heavier, and using only 3 cocktail sticks, we're going to see if we can get it to hang without Lucia holding it. But if it goes wrong, it's Lucia's fault.
No, it's your
The
fault.
first thing we're going to do is we're going to hang our bottle on the stick like that. Now, with these 2 things, the first thing we do with one of them is we stab it in the string, either side of the string, like that. So it goes across in between the 2 bits of string. It's heavy analogy. And then we put one bit of the cocktail stick on this stick and the other one on the stick at the top. Hopefully we'll get a nice tight connection. Can we get it? It is fiddly. And I've got it. What to do is, Lucia, can you leave go carefully? The bottle hangs using just 3 cocktail sticks.
I didn't think this would work.
Yeah. Now it's hanging there for a reason. The reason why it's hanging there is because what's actually happening, what these 2 cocktail sticks do is they move the bottle ever so slightly so the bottle is actually hanging underneath the table. So the bottle's not hanging here like it was before and its weight just takes it down. It's hanging underneath the table, so all the weight's actually going through the cocktail stick and then through the table, so it can actually support a full bottle of water.
Whoa.
Do you think that was going to work?
I didn't think it was going to work.
This is the type of science that I love because sometimes science kind of goes against everything you think is going to happen, and this is just a lovely little bit of physics, and I do love physics. Now, we'd love you to try this at home, and if you do, you might need the help of a grown-up because it is quite fiddly. If you don't have cocktail sticks, you can use pencils, but what I would say is try and use pencils with some rubbers on the end, just so you get a better connection in between the pencils. If you do try it at home, please send any photos or videos to us here at Big Science. We always love to see them. So it's bye from me.
It's bye from me.
And see you next time. Bye!
Bye!